The intro. You are live.
You're live.
What's up?
Hello.
What's up, boy?
I'd like to welcome Waluigi to the show.
Wow.
It's not.
like
It
the-
doesn't get less funny every time.
Oh my god. I'd like to welcome everyone to the last week of Disastuary and the movie podium. How's it going?
It's not the last week of the movie podium, just the last week of Disastuary.
I was like, Matt, are you canceling the show right now?
Yeah. News drop.
Talking about a disaster.
Well, we're a weekly podcast where we collectively choose a movie to watch, and at the end of the week, we get together and talk about it. It's kind of like a book club.
But for movies.
Vote for movies.
So as I
Dave
said,
didn't
we're-
do it.
movies.
Oh, you took it. You took me. You took mine.
So as I said, we're finishing up our Disastuary month, and I'm gonna miss it. How about you guys?
Yes.
It's been quite a month.
It's
It's been a long month, I'll say that.
It really has 5 movies, and
I'm for against Disastuary.
I think we got all the movies though. I don't think we could do it
that's
again.
fair. No,
It's not
I'm
supposed to
good.
be easy.
Well, we're gonna miss it, and without further ado, we present our next movie.
The polar ice caps have melted, and the Earth lies beneath a watery grave. Waterworld.
Yes, hell yes.
This week titled Matt finally gets us to watch Waterworld. AKA give baby what he wants.
That's right. I gave Kevin Dante's Peak. Let me have water.
We gave Kevin Red Heat too.
Hey,
That's
Play the
that's
intro.
fair.
The
Well,
fans
this is
voted
Okay.
for Dante's.
yeah, let's
All right. Oh, that's fair.
hit it.
Oh,
it's over.
man. Devil horns, I'm way up here.
Why
You
aren't
can't
there more explosions?
It's
Throw
over.
up those horns.
What'd you say?
Why aren't
Dave?
there more explosions?
I only made it one time. So
No.
That's all you. All
Next
well,
year-
Cheers.
yeah, cheers. Next
If
year
anybody-
Cheers.
we will should I roll the intro again?
Yeah.
Yes.
One more time.
Okay.
Man, that rocks.
John, Eric, we need to learn how to play that,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah, 100%.
we'll get a live performance.
Next disaster.
We'll have Matt sing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. I'm all for it. I'm your host, Matt Scott, and I'm here with my dudes, Eric,
Hello.
Dave,
Hey, Matt.
Cooking with Kevin.
Hey, that's me.
And hello, John.
Hello, John.
Hello, John.
Ooh, that was on time. Eric's on it tonight.
I'm on it tonight, baby.
Speaking of, I love the Waterworld background.
Thank
AKA
you.
just the
Nice.
ocean.
That might be Lake Erie. Who knows?
No, Lake
Geauga
Erie's
Lake.
frozen right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just the Ohio River.
Yeah. It's the Muskingum. Ooh, we had a
C8
sushi
don't
roll
freeze.
called the Muskingum roll.
Oh,
I
that's
think I think I got cancer from it, but
Yeah.
it was delicious.
C8. Yeah. I bet it
C8.
tastes great.
Not sure about
C8.
that.
I want that C8 roll.
Roll.
All right, before we get into it,
I was
this
gonna
anybody's-
ask. Hang
Oh,
on.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna ask.
Go
Was
ahead.
the Muskingum roll brown?
It had like the tan sauce on the top, but that was the only part that was brown.
Was it good?
It was delicious.
Ooh, nice.
Oh. Well, I'll
right.
be danged.
I'll be
Was
dipped.
this anybody's first time watching the movie? That is.
I'm
Matt,
pretty sure we've all
come
watched
on,
this,
man.
right?
I had seen it, but I hadn't seen it in a long time.
It's been a while.
It
It's been a while.
It has been a while. Oh, it was Julie's first time. Yes.
Oh, no
I forgot.
way.
It was Julie's first time, and I had to pause it a couple times so she could get the whole effect.
Oh, you just gotta
Alright,
soak it all in. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Casey Jones is asking, is this the Waterworld channel? It is tonight, baby.
This is the Waterworld podium.
All right,
Waterworld
so
Podium.
Podium, yeah.
the podium. I want to point out, or I want to kind of paint a picture about this movie because I think it gets a bad rep.
Wonder why.
Paint away, Matthew.
All right. So the elephant in the room is that it was a big flop, right? That's what everybody calls it. It was a big flop of a movie. Well, from a standpoint of it being or it making enough money, it was one of the most, well, actually at the time it was the most expensive movie ever made at $175 million.
Wow.
That's not very much.
Right. No, not at all.
There.
And there were all these rumors about how expensive and how big of a mess this was. The director left, which I'll get into a little more. There was 30 plus writers. And so, like, it was kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. This all came out before the movie even was released. Everybody was expecting it to be bad. And so the
Prove them wrong.
Yeah, that's right. So the domestic box office was at $88 million, which obviously is under. But
A
it was
healthy
actually-
amount under.
Right. Under, right. However, internationally and box off and domestic combined grossed $264 million, which means it made $89 million or more than half of what it cost. So
Yeah, like
by
70%
technical terms,
profit
flopping.
overseas.
Yeah, it was a
I would
popular movie.
I saw that stat too, but you didn't talk about how they spent like another $100-some thousand to promote it.
Yeah,
So-
100.
Oh, yeah.
So ultimately, they spent $230-some thousand on this movie as a whole, and it made
Million.
what 200? Oh yeah,
million. We know you mean million.
yeah,
not
million. And it only made 30,
Yeah.
I think, instead of 80.
All right. Fair. But a
Not-
flop is
sorry.
when you lose money
You
Yeah.
just,
by technical
you
definition.
just glitched the robot.
You never forget your first time watching Waterworld. That's pretty true.
I know that's right.
But from a financial perspective, it was a lot more healthy in terms of what they made. Now, obviously, Kevin Costner put up $22 million of his own money,
Yeah.
so maybe he made money back, and that was about it. But
The extra
knows?
just went to him.
maybe. All right, so let's get into some other random ass facts.
Oh, should I play the thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
here we
so
go.
that's
The random aspects.
He started before, and I didn't. I thought we missed it.
That was
No.
pure happy.
We talked about how good your timing was earlier, and now you're
Well-
dropping the ball.
Sorry, it's only downhill from here, baby.
Well, this
Already
isn't.
tired.
This
can't
isn't
keep
the
this up.
lowest movie that we've watched from an IMDb perspective.
Oh.
It got a healthy 6.3 or a
Healthy
minus
6.3.
0.7 Thor.
Wait, you said
First,
He said
No.
-0.7 Thor.
no?
Minus 0.7 Thor.
We've watched movies below that,
okay.
haven't we?
Yeah. I said it's not the.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
not.
We
Okay.
heard. Yeah, I thought you said it
Eric,
is.
stop listening.
No,
Just
it's-
take what is going on.
Man, Eric, you are really just.
You
He's
know
excited
what?
about Waterworld.
Yeah, I'm so fucking excited.
dude, I am so
He can't get through Matt's random ass facts. He's ready to talk. Damn it!
Let's do it.
But I did want to point out that it is higher than Spice World, believe it or not.
Underrated.
Y'all need to
Yeah.
spice up your life.
All right.
How about some dirt?
What?
I said, how about some? He said. He
Oh,
said,
yeah, some
"Spice up
dirt."
Your life. I said,
Yeah.
dirt.
Just because you have fish gills doesn't mean you are a mutant. or the only of your kind. Oh, no way.
Spice World.
No way.
Whoa,
That's
No
a hot
way.
take.
That is a hot take. So, all right, let's get into some real facts. First fact, it actually was up for an Oscar. Best sound. It
That's
did
funny.
lose, but it was
Aw.
funny. It lost to Apollo 13. Good luck competing with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in Mars Attacks, there is a young Jack Black. Did you guys see him?
He's the plane
Yeah,
pilot.
he's the
Not
pilot.
until I looked
yeah.
it up later.
Yeah.
Beth actually pointed that out and goes, was that Jack Black? I'm like, what?
Oh, really? Yep.
Yeah, I
another
only knew it because I
cameo
was looking
of
at the
his.
cast.
Yeah. Yeah, another cameo of his. So I mentioned there were a total of 36 writers that touched this. Director
What?
Director Kevin Reynolds, who was handpicked by Kevin Costner, parted ways before it came out. And Kevin Costner, as I mentioned, ended up putting $22 million of his own dollars and finished directing it himself. Kevin Reynolds did have a pretty funny quote after they parted ways, with saying, Kevin Costner should only star in movies he directs. That way he can work with his favorite actor and favorite director.
That's
Too many Kevins on set.
This movie was originally supposed to be like 3+ hours long.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that. But before I get into that, one of the writers on this was Joss Whedon from the Avenger movies and
Wow.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and also
Later,
Firefly.
Batman.
Yeah, Firefly. That's what it was. I was trying to
Firefly.
think.
Yeah, and the Batman.
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 Now, there was a casting what if that I thought was kind of funny. Did anybody see that Samuel L. Jackson was a casting what if for the Deacon?
Or Deacon.
Yeah.
No.
That actually could have worked really
Yeah.
well.
I think that would have worked.
Like, I think that would have worked.
The
really
bad
well.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Head of the
The
Smart
guy
guy.
that lost his eye.
Oh, okay. Dennis Hopper.
How many times you watched the
Dennis
movie,
Hopper.
John?
Yeah, well, I'm like, all right, that's Dennis Hopper.
yeah,
No
they
other-
don't have real names.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but how many times did you watch the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you rented
I
it,
just
right?
watch it in fragments, but like 2 or 3 times completely.
Okay.
Other times just, little nibbles.
There was a lot of the word D's in the subtitles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That
I
was
just wanted to let everyone know that and just
He's what, Eric?
I don't know.
What
They
was
just said
that
the
all?
D's.
Anyone say what? D's?
D's. I don't know.
Maybe
Wasn't
somebody in
that
the
the
chat
name?
will help us out.
What was the name of their like main ship that they lived on?
No,
I think
that
so.
Was,
No?
Oh, is it D's? Because when they're sinking, it says Exxon Valdez.
Exxon. Yeah, Valdez. Yeah.
You might have pronounced it D's.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what they call
Oh,
it. They
that's
call
it.
it the D's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Back to the D's.
Right. Which I did think it was funny. It was called the Exxon.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Vodka.
that's so it's based off of a real.
It's a real.
Ship.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Okay.
This was based off a real movie or a real story?
This
The
happened.
ship.
The
Oh.
ship that they're on is a real
Oh.
ship.
It's
Oh.
a documentary.
There it is. Duh. These nuts.
D's nuts.
Oh.
Ah.
How did we
The
miss
like
that?
the like framed portrait that he's like of the person he's talking to, Joe Hazel
Yeah.
something. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's the real captain of
Oh, really?
that
Yes.
ship. Yeah.
That is a random
I didn't know.
fact.
I knew that's. Yeah. I knew the ship, but I didn't know that was the captain. That's
So
Yeah.
because when I saw him like talking to this portrait, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Who is that? What is that?" So I looked up the name, and he was the captain of the
Oh, that's
Exxon
D's.
D's.
Valdez or whatever
You can say D's.
that caused an oil spill in 1982 or something like
Oh.
that.
Okay. That
So
fucker
that
melted
song-
the ice caps.
So he
Yeah.
so Deacon like makes a reference in the movie that like that he'll get his redemption after all of these years, like
All of
referring
these
to the oil
years.
spill.
Yeah.
All these years later.
There's a good
Sorry, that
fact.
was a lot.
So yeah, they did some research on this one.
Wow. All right, I got
Yeah.
two more. One's long, one's short. What do you want first? Short.
Let's do a short,
Short.
sweet one.
Yeah,
The coordinates.
I got
on-
distracted by John doing that with his fingers.
Oh boy. Not last one. But the coordinates on the girl's back are in Chinese traditional characters and are pretty much the same coordinates as.
These
Hey,
nuts.
look that up.
I was guessing the Himalayas.
Close. Mount Everest.
I was close.
That would
About
make
the
sense.
same as Himalayas.
I mean, they're in the same range.
Yeah, that's fair. And then the most disastrous part about this movie, other than the amount of money it spent or had been spent on it, was that they filmed most of the movie off shores of Hawaii. And one of the biggest nightmares in film history came when they were all on set. And so everyone continuously got seasick. They had to ferry people to portable bathrooms because the boats they were on didn't have bathrooms. And so they were, I mean, it was a mess from that aspect. The weather was so bad. There were hurricanes. Multiple people almost died, including Jeanne Triplehorn and Tina Majorino, the two main girls
Holy
in this.
shit. Are you
Both of them-
serious?
they almost drowned on the first time, the first time on set, they almost drowned because their boat sank.
Holy crap.
I saw
Also-
a similar thing with Kevin Costner. Almost got killed on something
And then
with his boat.
Yeah, and then I was going to say, Kevin Costner almost died because he did most of the stunts himself. And during one of the scenes where he's like up high on the mast, they tied him to the mast. They're 50 feet in the air while a storm was going on. And so they had to go rescue him. Yes, so the dry land is supposed to be top of Everest.
That's
and over centuries,
kind of
the-
cool.
Yeah, so I mean, so the 3-hour version explains a lot more and kind of plugs up a lot of the plot holes,
You guys watch
which
the
I'll get
shorter
into
version?
more. And so yeah, and so Everest over the centuries kind of turned into the tropical, based on where it is in terms of sea level, right? It's a lot lower to sea level, and so that turned into more of a tropical area. But yeah, it was supposed to be Everest. But of course, you have no idea when the movie doesn't explain anything,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
They had to explain other things.
Again, the cool stuff is better than the
They
actual
spent-
plot.
They spent an awful lot of time showing us stuff without explaining it.
Which we'll get into for sure. All right, let's do the questions. Favorite thing about the movie? Let's go to Waluigi. I mean,
Waluigi. Which is appropriate because my top like is the bad guys and how they're
Nice.
idiots. And I love bad guys that you can also laugh at.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, just lots of. So many times I'm laughing at Dennis Hopper and his just band of goons.
The idea
You like the
of
smokers.
the idea of them pulling the water skiers behind a plane is just absurd.
Oh, it's so absurd.
Get
Dave?
the airboat up in there, air.
I like the idea of the movie. I think they did a pretty good job at having a resource that everybody would want, dirt.
Yeah.
Wanting to have plants and stuff like that, wanting to be able to harvest food, all of that kind of stuff. Like, it could have been good, but then because of all of the troubles of filming out on open water, it just caused this movie not to be so great. And it's just I don't know. It's just a Mad Max on water.
It is
Yeah.
Mad Max on water. Yes.
Well, and the writer actually was inspired by Mad Max and admitted that. Like, I mean, they're not hiding that. That was just, yeah. The writer said, "Hey, I pretty much just thought of Mad Max and created it on water." Literally, like, that's what they're saying.
As
It
long
wasn't
as they're,
like
I
it
mean,
was-
they're honest about it, so that's
yeah,
good.
yeah. They say they were inspired. I'll
will
just
say,
jump on. Oh, go ahead.
I will say it wasn't completely filmed in open water. I saw that they were in a similar studio that they filmed Titanic in for scenes
Okay.
as well. Because actually, he was worn by oh Jesus, I'm terrible. Director of Jaws.
The shark.
Spielberg?
Yeah, he warned Kevin Costner about the issues of filming on
Yeah.
open water.
Spielberg.
So they didn't do the whole movie on that.
No, I get
Yeah.
that, but a lot of the stuff that I read was that first, what did they call it, an atoll?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
places that they go
It's
to out
sunk,
on water.
right?
That first one, that it was like extremely large because they had to build it to scale to be able to have the scenes with the boat go inside, and they could
yeah.
do a lot of them like from like the shoreline, but there were instances where they had to move that whole structure out to open water.
Oh yeah,
To
yeah.
do scenes. So like it was from what I read, it was very expensive to build because it was more steel
yeah.
than was out on Hawaii, that they had to have stuff shipped out of there.
Jesus Christ.
So
Makes
like
sense.
Why not?
it did help the economy of Hawaii with the
I did
filming
see
of
that.
that
I just saw that
movie,
too. Actually, that's one of the last things I read.
but spared no expense.
It's like $35 million
Yeah.
helped in Hawaii.
You
or
got
something
all
like
the
that.
Right.
steel in Hawaii, so you can build your artificial island for your movie, Mr. Costner.
I'll kind of tack on to that. My favorite thing is the concept of the movie, obviously. Like we already said, it has big Mad Max vibes. I love desolate, post-apocalyptic worlds. This happens to be on water, which I'm cool with. Like, that's a cool concept, something different. I like Kevin Costner's character of being a badass. Like, the scene when she's like, he's not bluffing, and he actually drops the flare. Like, I like a badass. I like a guy who's not afraid to do shit and say. He's also affectionate. Like the fact that he grows and starts to befriend her and the woman, and so like there's a lot to like about his character as it goes on. And it's a fun movie too. It's not boring. I mean, the scenes are crazy and wild. There's a lot of action. It's an adventure movie, which I like adventures. So it's pretty funny in some cases. I just thought it's a fun movie overall compared to some of the other ones that we've watched that are very stationary and more about the science or more about this or that. But this was just, it went for it at least, which a lot of movies can't say that they do.
Yeah. I'm going to piggyback off that because I just said I love the water and I love the idea of everything being underwater. So
Yeah, it's
everyone's
cool.
just on top of water.
Yeah, it's a cool idea, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the coolest part. Kevin?
I said my favorite thing is I actually like the actual sets, and there's obviously CGI in this, but like that whole settlement, like Dave mentioned, was an actual set, and you can kind of see it to where it didn't look fake, and like they integrated CGI in a good way. If it was there, I didn't notice it within that specific set.
Yeah.
But, it was just kind of cool to see that because you don't really see that anymore on a movie like this. Or
No,
even at that time, you don't really see.
I was going to say,
things like
maybe
that.
ever. Right.
Right when it would be available to use.
Right. So, yeah, I appreciated the set work on that. Or set
sure.
design, I should say.
Again, they went for it at least. I don't know. All right, least favorite thing. This will be fun. Oh, Casey Jones says, "Oh, you definitely notice the CGI when it enters the film
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's real shitty."
Yeah, like that, by like when the boat thing transforms and yeah.
Oh yeah, Transformers.
Transformers.
Dave,
Robots in disguise.
what was your least favorite thing?
What Cody mentioned, the teaching the girl how to swim montage. That was just way too long and unnecessary. Like, she's been living how long of her life out on the water? She doesn't know how to swim.
I'm gonna guess all of her life.
You get the
No.
giant CGI fish. eating
I mean,
Kevin
Kevin doesn't know how to swim. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I don't. Live
Yeah,
on
but
a
Kevin
post-apocalyptic
hasn't. Yeah,
world.
Kevin hasn't lived on the water for his
How
whole
long?
life.
Okay,
He's
so here's my
only
argument.
lived on the atoll.
How do we know how long she's been on water? She's
her
from
life.
that land they found.
long enough.
Oh, is that? I didn't get that.
So,
Yeah, I didn't get that
so at the
connection
end of
either.
the movie, she says, "I'm home,"
Oh, that's right. I
and
forgot.
those coordinates are her home.
Oh
I
yeah,
win.
because she's drawing like horses and shit.
Because
Yeah.
she's seen that stuff.
Okay.
But she's probably too young to explain it or understand it.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I get that.
So
I thought
she
of it more
might
as like
not
a-
be on the water that long. That is, I'm not saying she. I have no idea, and that's what another fault of this movie is
Yeah.
that there's a lot of cool connections that just can't be ironed out.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how long she's been on the water, but again, it's kind of a silly scene to waste 10 minutes on anyway when you only have 2 hours. So yeah,
Right.
I agree. John.
My first dislike is Kevin Costner's sentence when he's at the atoll for the first time, and basically he's propositioned for getting some person pregnant and then being sent along on his way.
We need your seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he declines, and it ends up with him just getting attacked. He fights it off. The sheriff or whatever is like, no, not here, not this way. This isn't just or whatever. All that does is delay it a day. I don't know what happens. They're like, yeah, we're still going to kill you. We're going to put you into our pit of waste where we discard dead people.
Our mud pit.
Like,
mud
it
pit.
makes no sense, and it's just absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that scene's pretty ridiculous too, where the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
reasoning behind arresting him is because he wouldn't sleep with a woman.
Oh man.
What does he mean he wouldn't sleep with her? He
No
must be
sane
up
man
to no
would have
good.
done that.
Arrest him.
Kevin, what would you say?
You guys have already mentioned it. You guys know I'm not a fan of the Mad Max movies, and this is just Mad
You
Max.
love the
on
Mad
water.
Max movies.
Sarlacc.
We don't need to go down
Wade
that again,
through all
but
of
yeah,
them.
it's just it didn't keep me in. I get bored with it.
You weren't edging like you were at Dante's Peak.
No, I wasn't.
You weren't-
The town-
you weren't
you didn't hear
speaking
anybody say,
now.
put the town on alert.
There was no town to be on alert.
They're all underwater.
What if Pierce Brosnan was in it though?
Oh man, if
And
he was
had
the
a
Mariner,
suit on.
oh yeah,
Might have
then
been
Kevin
a
would be
little
better.
good with it.
Eric, what did you say?
I just came up with another one. So first of all, like the one that I just came up with, they had a plane. How did they not just fly the plane over to dry land or like up high enough to like see where dry land is?
Gotta have
Yeah.
gas.
No one.
Earth isn't flat,
Yeah.
Eric. It's a sphere, so you gotta drive around it.
That's why they
Not
fly.
Kevin, are you sure? Not everyone agrees with you.
Yeah, Kyrie. Come on, Kyrie.
The one that I initially said was, why the fuck did he even get shot? He got shot and then he like immediately didn't phase him
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 minutes after that. Like he spent the rest of the movie not even being aware that he was shot.
He had sexual relations after being shot.
Yeah, how do you get
That's weird.
how do you get blood flow? Yeah, that'd be bad. How do you do that?
I don't know.
I just love it. So basically, that means Dennis Hopper shot him, and all it did was
It must be
oh,
part of his
what's-
mutation.
Yeah.
Yeah, is he Wolverine now?
I think so.
You don't know
the-
all of his
The
mutations.
plot holes unexplained, right, Matt?
There's way too many. All right, which is gonna come to my least favorite thing, and I kind of helped it out or helped the movie out. So my least favorite thing is that there's only one movie. Now let me explain. I honestly think this movie, as we talked about, has some cool ideas and concepts, but there's so many different ideas jumbled into one, and it's like, okay, the girl on dry land could have been more. What about why is Kevin Costner the only one? We could have had more backstory on that. In the longer version, the smokers actually had religious beliefs. That was kind of a neat backstory that they didn't talk about. And they also pointed out that the smokers had the ability to refine crude oil, which explains the gasoline. But we didn't get to see that. So we have no idea where they're getting oil because, as we know, oil degrades over time. Well, this is centuries. So now...
It was from the bottom of the ship where that one dude was.
Yeah.
Right, so they explain it more
old
in the
man.
long
It was
version.
deep
Yeah, that
down
old
in
guy.
D's.
He was so happy whenever he's gonna die.
So I
Finally.
think. Oh yeah, that's. Oh, I can't wait.
Guzzling.
That's awesome.
Gasoline.
So I think they could have made this into 3 movies.
Did you say 3 or 30?
3? 30.
Okay.
Well, that's
I
if
mean,
it's
why
30, it's
stop
Bond.
there?
3 movies because I hate how Dennis Hopper dies. The 3 jet ski explosion. Come on, that is so
You
goofy.
didn't like that? What the fuck?
No, because I think Dennis Hopper should have lived through that, and then he wants his revenge, so he follows them to dry land somehow. And so then the next movie is we find more about dry land, and you could actually tie all of this together, but we have no idea what happens. And some of these like myths are only like pieced together or piecemealed based on just little things, like when she says "I'm home," and you're like, "What? Oh, that makes sense."
Then
I don't know.
if Dennis Hopper could followed them to dry land, like he could do all this shit, and then it would become a volcano, and then it would go into the water.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I like this. I like this a
Yeah.
lot.
It's got me edging.
So
Yeah, I got John going. I got Waluigi going down there.
They could cast Pierce Brosnan in that movie.
So yeah,
Yeah.
my biggest thing are the plot holes, but I wish the lore and the ideas behind it and the concept again were cool. I wish they could have ironed them out a little better. But
Like, wasn't the intention to make this into a series, but since it didn't hit as
I don't
well as
know.
they thought it would, that they just decided to scrap it?
that possibly, I don't know. I didn't see that, but it could be. I know it was originally written as a really cheap movie. Like the guy who wrote it was famous for doing B movies, like really cheap and
Like the B movie.
and I knew no. And so
Sorry, it was just right there. I had to do it.
it was too easy.
Is that the movie we're
and
doing
so
next?
oh God no. And so they realized this movie is gonna need more than $3 million to be made, so he sold the rights. So I don't know. Maybe they did, or they were thinking about it, because there's so much more to tell. I don't know. It's goofy. All right, next category. Who won the movie? Is it Dennis Hopper? Because Casey Jones is right. He's a grade A bad guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in our second movie we ever did, right?
Speed, right? Yeah.
Yep. And he's awesome in that. And this one, he's a little
Real
more
good bad guy in
humorous,
that.
But did he win
Yeah.
the movie? John or Waluigi? What'd you say?
I would say, from outside the movie universe, yes, that could be correct, Dennis Hopper. But I went within the movie, and that is how I know him on Elmo's World as Mr. Noodle, the man who flies in a blimp and saves them, and actually flies them to dry land. It's my winner of the movie.
Nice.
He started that, and I was like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
Where is he going with this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was lost there for a second as well.
Nice. He
Leave
did
it to
win.
Johnny to
That's
bring
true.
it home, though.
And you thought he was dead, like, or gone. I don't know. I had no idea.
He just
Flew all the way
I
up into
mean, I
space.
guess
Straight
it's
back up.
obvious that he was going to be coming back. Like, you wouldn't have him fly away dramatically for no reason, but
I guess.
Well,
In this movie,
a lot
maybe.
of
Yeah.
reasons
Yeah.
kind of lost in this movie, but he
Right.
shows up again.
Save the dig. Eric, what'd you say?
I said the people who got to dry land. That's all I got. They got to dry land, so that's good.
Dave? Yeah.
I said Kevin Costner because it sounds like he drove everyone off and made the movie he wanted.
Yeah,
That's fair.
That works.
Kevin?
I'm with Eric, but I was more specific and put Helen and Enola because they got to
yeah.
dry land and proved Enola's. I always saw that they were visions, not necessarily she was from there.
Yeah,
But
I thought she was a
That's what they
prophet.
make.
Did
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
see who Enola is?
Yeah. I was going to
Yeah.
mention
Oh,
this
yes.
later,
She's-
but
That was
She's
pretty. I was
the
very fit.
pigtail. She's the pigtail girl from Napoleon Dynamite.
yeah.
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 and if you remember the movie Andre, where she befriends a seal, do you remember that one?
I never.
When we were
I
kids?
can't say I've watched that.
Nope.
Wait,
that's a
yeah, I
good-
think I've seen that.
It's from early '90s. She's probably even younger in that one, but yeah, she like becomes friends with a seal, and she's like a little girl. It's a cute movie.
Hey.
I said The Mariner, and
Well.
mainly just because of what we already talked
Which
about.
one?
I mean,
Ken
That's
Griffey?
Kevin Costner.
yeah, Ken Griffey, Ken Griffey Jr.
I got that
Senior.
sports joke.
Excuse me, Junior. Be specific.
Oh my
I
god!
said
You
Junior.
knew who I was talking about. Why do I got to say Junior? You knew who I meant.
Hey, they were on the same team.
You're ruining the joke.
But
job,
I
John.
said because he made friends and he changed his ways more than the dry land. Because he leaves, obviously, to go get off dry land. But I think he just made friends and changed and actually had a fulfilling life after that. He seemed pretty lonely and boring and or bored. And so, like, just kind of helped him out.
He had a lot more stuff before he met these people.
That's true.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
And nobody colored on any of his shit. So I guess that's true.
It's my boat. I have it the way I like it.
Sounds like me with my kids sometimes, and there's markers everywhere. Why do you? Why
I'm
do you guys
letting
keep
her
calling
borrow this
Fishman?
crayon.
Right. Actually, Maddie's not allowed to have markers.
The fish man.
The Fishman.
Fishman.
The fishman?
Next category: favorite song moment or score scene. I will be happy when this month is over from this standpoint.
I got nothing.
There's no songs in this movie.
It's
will
fucking
point out
hilarious
one.
because they got an Oscar nom for best sound.
Yeah,
And, like-
well, that's not soundtrack, but yeah, there's not even a lot of sound. Like,
I mean,
I
I'm
guess
sure
they're
there
referring
is.
to the guns and the water.
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff.
sure there is, but I don't remember anything.
I will point out one scene, and it's actually something I don't like because I thought it was too corny. But the scene when they're underneath the Exxon Valdez or Valdez,
D's.
Jeez.
Just D's for short. They call it the D's, Matt.
when
He's
they're
what?
underneath and
Nuts.
it's like the music's playing and it's the Blues Brothers song, dun, 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 and
Yep.
they're like driving around. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
this is a
yeah.
little
You're
too
like, let's
corny.
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he's
I'm
like,
like,
push to start.
I didn't like that, but that was the only song moment that
That was
stood
the
out to
only
me at
thing
all.
like unique. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It stood out. Did anybody else have anything?
No, I remember there being like a score in the background, but it wasn't and nothing distinct, nothing that distracted. It was just there. It filled it, I guess. But
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
I have a podium nomination for this category,
Okay.
which is just the theme of Kevin Costner doing something heroic. It's the only recognizable real
That's fair.
song I remember, but every time I'm like, oh god, here comes fucking American
Yeah.
hero Charlton Heston.
Hey, I
Kevin
like
Costner.
this character. His character's
You're right.
bad.
I remember that because they played like super uplifting, like
Yeah.
happy music.
Yeah, we're the last people in the world.
Yeah, like they played like fucking Indiana Jones music or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was like an attempt. Oh, we have Casey Jones asks, What had a better score, Waterworld or Red Heat?
Man,
I
you
mean,
got that Russian pianist in the pub. I don't know.
I'm gonna say Waterworld because I honestly don't remember anything except for the dude in the prison who said
yeah.
he doesn't have use for sight, even though he was just walking around like he could see.
It's funny that still comes up. It's been 10 months since we've done that.
It's been 10
tradition here
years.
at the movie Podium.
Wow.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
All right, let's do some blind rankings. Y'all ready for this?
Nice.
Yeah.
All ready for this.
So, for the audio listeners out there, this is the blind rankings of this section of the show. Producer Kelly has come up with a category and given us 6 different items or characters or options to rank. Our job is to rank them from 1 to 6, 1 being the best.
Their job.
6, yeah, sorry. Second job is to rank them from 1 to 6, 1 being the best, 6 being the least best. And we don't know what they are beforehand, so...
Yep, and she said that this week, don't read into it. It's not necessarily based off the movie. She did not watch the movie and has no idea what it's about. So I don't know what this is at all. This
Wait.
is very
Lucky.
blind ranking.
Kelly didn't watch Waterworld with you?
No, maybe like the first 10 minutes.
Oh, boy. Wow.
He's like, oh God, I gotta go.
Okay, everyone
We'll
ready?
see ya. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Podium.
The podium.
The podium. What do we have? What's the category?
We've got time loop.
Time loop movies.
Kevin down at the bottom.
Oh my god, it's Kevin. I did not know that. Oh, Groundhog Day.
Oh, Groundhog
Ooh,
Day. Oh my gosh.
strong
Well, we're starting.
start.
Oh,
That's a good one off the bat.
that one's going straight to number 1.
I'm gonna
Guys.
put that one as
Dang.
number 2.
Yeah, I got number
Going-
2.
Groundhog at 3. Can't see shit, but
Groundhog
it's
Day is
3.
number 6.
Number
Oh,
6?
you're not a Groundhog Day?
Man, I went straight to number 1 on that one.
Yeah, you did.
GHD.
Wow. Yeah, I want.
3.
I gotta leave room.
Looper.
Looper.
Okay, that's a good movie. Bruce Willis
never seen
and
it.
Joseph Gordon. Yeah, Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Looper
He,
is
like,
number
goes back
6
and-
for me
I'm putting it at
because
6.
Number
I've
5.
actually
not
never
seen
seen. I have not seen this one either. So it's
Dave's
gotta
just
go.
going from worst to not
I get it.
worst.
Number
I got
5.
it at 5.
Number 5.
But it's good, actually. But I have
Sure,
number
Matt.
6.
Sure.
I have it at 6.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember it coming out. I just have never seen it.
Yeah.
What's next? 51st Dates.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
See, that's pretty good.
We put that one at 3.
I'm putting it at 5.
51st
at
Dates is
5.
number 1.
Oh, bold move,
Oh.
Cotton.
I put it at number 2.
I got it at 5.
Number 1.
We're all over
Cody
the place
says,
on
do
this
not
one.
say butterfly effect. Edge of Tomorrow is cool. Fair.
This is 51st Dates. The best
Okay.
time loop movie ever. I love that movie. Palm
love
Springs.
Palm Springs. Oh, that's a great movie.
Time loop. It's one of those infinite time loop situations.
Honestly, we need to watch this one on the podium.
The
I put it at number 5 because I haven't seen it.
Number 2.
Yeah, I had to put it in my last unseen. I've got 1 and 3 open.
I got
So
one
I've
and
seen it
4.
once, and I remember liking it, but
It's good. We should
I'm
watch
putting
it.
it at 4.
Donnie
I got
Darko
3 and
on
4
here,
left.
Maybe.
Edge of Tomorrow. Man,
is pretty awesome.
so
Another
you
one
know,
think I've only a couple
I
times.
realized that I have not seen a lot of time loop movies.
Oh man, you're missing out. These are all awesome movies so far. I mean, I'm just. Oh man, I'm leaving number 1. Oh shit.
I couldn't
think
leave
I know
number
number
1,
one.
so I'm putting Edge of
Ah.
Tomorrow at number 1.
Oh damn! I put Edging of Tomorrow at number 4.
Yes,
I got it at 4.
I've got it at 3.
Wonder what
Ooh.
we got
This
here.
last one better be.
Source code.
Source
Source
code.
Okay, I'm okay with
know
it.
what that is.
That's my number 1.
I wouldn't put it
Dang
at number
it.
2, but that's where it's
Failed.
going.
Yeah,
Groundhog
I've
Day
only
was probably number
seen-
1. Damn.
2 of these.
I got
Wow. You guys are
No,
missing out.
Groundhog
I got
Day is
Source
not
Coder at number 3.
Groundhog Day is
Source
not a
Code.
good movie.
What? You don't like Groundhog Day? Dang.
now.
Ground. If I could
a good
unblind
theme, Mark.
myself, I'd rank Groundhog Day #1.
Yeah, that's what I did, baby.
Nice.
No,
I can't wait for Groundhog Day in real life.
So
oh, that makes sense. Now
Groundhog Dave doesn't like Groundhog Day.
and
No.
Groundhog Day is in like what, a couple days.
That's not my
I
name.
think that's why.
Sunday.
Sunday. Thanks, John.
Be
Down.
careful, John. You might have to relive it.
I can't believe you
When,
guys haven't seen
when there's
some
more
of those.
than one, it's Groundhog D's.
He's what?
You know.
Next, are we ready for the next category? I guess. I can't believe you guys haven't seen those though.
What's
We
the next one?
this
I
should be
literally
something
have
to
only
watch.
seen 2 movies on that list.
Well, there's a good theme for the month. Favorite
Just
line
watched
from the
50
movie?
First Dates for 4 times.
Every day of the month.
I'll go to Kevin first. What you got?
Oh shit! What are we watching?
Favorite line.
Oh, favorite line. Sorry.
We're watching Waterworld. This is your favorite line from
I was working-
Waterworld.
I was moving
There's some
shit
funny
around.
ones.
Sorry, favorite line from the movie. It was mainly because it was Deacon talking to Enola and offering her a cigarette. It says, never too young to start. and it seems absurd to be offering
Oh
a
my
child
God.
that young a cigarette.
Well, it's so funny because I had a couple Deacon lines and I highlighted one and I said, Kevin's favorite line. I thought you'd say, want a cigarette? You're never too young to start. I knew that's Kevin's favorite line.
Matt called it.
Didn't see that coming. Eric, what about you?
I said nothing's free in Waterworld.
Yes. I love that one.
It's like a cool video game line.
Yeah, that's
Like if you were playing a video game, that'd be a cool
literally
video game.
I heard that
Speaking of-
and then oh my.
No. It's not a top five.
Don't edge me like
Oh. Yeah,
He mentioned a video game.
dude, I almost preed.
Matt mentioned there being a video game. There was a video game of Waterworld. It was on the Virtual Boy.
Are you serious?
No, it flopped just as bad as the
No, I didn't know that. What a
The
bummer.
fucking
Well,
Virtual
I didn't either.
Boy.
That was another fact that I found.
now it would be pretty sweet. It'd be kind of like a pirate game. I mean, I guess they do Pirates of Assassin's Creed, but still.
Isn't that Virtual Boy about when Wario first showed up?
and your
Oh yeah,
boy.
your brother.
Yeah, my older brother.
John, what was your favorite line?
I had
think
a
the
couple,
first
but
time you
first
appeared,
one I'll
John, was
mention.
Mario Tennis.
Early in the movie, they shoot a hole in the wall of the atoll, and Dennis Hopper says, "That made a hole."
There's so many good Deacon lines. Yeah, imagine Waterworld Skyrim style. That would be
That would
sweet.
be sick.
Again, the
straight up.
concept, run
Straight
with
up, I'm gonna be the person with the gills so I can just walk underwater
it.
and
Yeah,
like
how
just
sick would that be?
loot
You
all
could
the
swim-
houses.
Yeah, you could see like New York City and all kinds of
Yeah.
cool stuff.
So
down
you would
there.
just be Kevin Costner's character.
Yes,
I'd be-
100%. That's
I'd
for
be
later.
Deacon. Come on, Deacon would be awesome. I had a few Deacon lines, but I'll just say one. Let's have an intelligent conversation here. I'll talk, you listen. Dag, what'd you say?
Mine's whenever the mariner smacks the little girl and says, "What are you thinking about?" When she waves at him.
She waves at like the enemies.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
And they go, "Oh, that's cute," or something like that.
yeah.
John mentioned whenever the mariner turns down sex, and they're like distraught by it, and he tells them, "You don't have anything. You're dying."
Yeah, I liked when Deacon said, "Don't just stand there, kill something."
That was one of my other lines.
Anybody else have any others? There's one other one that we kind of mentioned that was I laughed really hard at.
I only had the
old-
one.
Was the old guy when he drops the flare down? When the
Final.
old guy goes, "Oh, thank God."
yeah.
At least
Drop
they're
the flare down
self-aware.
D's.
These what?
D's nuts.
Oh,
Got
next
him.
category.
Boom.
Does this movie get made now?
I think we know Matt's answer to this.
It's definitely yes.
He wants
Yeah.
more.
Remake.
already-
Let's remake
Yeah.
it.
We've
I'm-
already heard his pitch for what he wants to see happen next.
You know, as Matt was pitching the 3-movie thing, I changed my answer to yes. I want it. I want more of Waterworld. I want them to make it, but better.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say,
not
but
just
better,
yes,
right?
but an enthusiastic yes.
Yes.
There's good bones in this. It's just it wasn't done right. It needs to be
Yeah,
done right.
I agree.
And it's been so long. Now's the time to do it.
It's
30 years.
it's what?
30 years.
while.
And we could just film it in Eric's new fish tank.
Yeah.
We'll film it with like little model boats. It'll be great.
Yeah, exactly. Right there.
Yes.
It's hilarious that he's got it right beside.
Yes.
The scale that we would have for a human at would be
Eric's
pretty
on it
tough,
today.
though.
He's ready.
I'm firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I say run it back, fill in the plot holes, and let's get this into a real trilogy going
Like some
here.
it should be.
Let's
Yeah.
try and make a comprehensible movie here.
Let's turn this into the next Lord of the Rings, baby.
Yes.
Most everything else, this might do better as a TV series.
Oh
And
yeah,
I feel
Yeah.
like this could be very theatrical. I think a trilogy could work very
An
well
epic
with
one.
this.
Kevin, you just said earlier that you don't like Mad Max style movies.
Well, the thing is, I don't think you could do it not
could-
Mad Max style. Is
it
what
could
I'm
be
saying.
more adventure style.
Yeah.
yeah. Like a
It's
Lord of the
literally
Rings.
Mad Max on water, though.
Yeah, they need to do more, do better.
Yeah. I think
I-
you could
we can't
find
reason
more
with you.
Have a
people
dude
on-
No, you
shredding
can't.
guitar behind him as they come in.
No, don't do that.
Yes. No, I want that. I want that.
a TV series would be like, what was that old cartoon from the 90s that like lasted one season? It was like Pirates of the Dark Water, I think. You could have vibes like that. I mean, there's a lot of the stuff with the smokers you could do with the pirate thing, and
Yeah,
the
like
loot.
one-off
Like, you could follow them
adventures
around.
that are like,
Yeah.
all right, we're here in this universe where it's all water.
You could have a guy who's not wanting to be a smoker, but he was born into it. All right, we're getting too far.
Not wanting to be a smoker, but everyone's like, come on, you'll love it.
Never too young to
Start
start.
to writing Waterworld fan.
Sorry, guys, I gotta go do something now. Movie podium's being closed down. I gotta
Movie
write
Podium
for it.
presents Matt's fan fiction about Waterworld. It's just Matt narrating it, too.
It's his passion project.
I'm pumped. Let's do it. All right. Let's see if Kevin can come up with a rewatchable scene. What do you got, Kevin?
I got the jet ski stunts.
Nice.
And pick which one you want, but they were just
Not
you
the
don't
last
you don't
one.
see jet ski stunts in movies. Like it's like, hey,
That's
it's something
fair.
different, it's something cool. Why not? Give me
Yeah.
more jet
Yeah,
skis.
that's cool.
When they ramped over, I was like, I did that in Wave Race.
Oh,
64. Yeah.
that is something I was wondering about. Did I miss it, or like where did those fucking ramps come from?
They were a
They-
boat.
yeah, they were a boat.
They were part of the smokers crew coming in.
Yeah,
Yes.
they had
Okay, I completely missed that. I'm thinking, why the fuck would you,
They
like, with
just
that
hit a
settlement, the atoll have ramps outside to let them, like, where did those come from? Like, I missed it apparently, but
critical.
I'm-
Well,
design
there's a lot of
flaw.
things to be.
Yeah, understandable.
Eric, what was your most rewatchable?
Oh, shit. I don't know. The whole thing. I'm gonna say that
back.
one time when fucking Kevin Costner jumps off the top level onto the sail and then just slides down onto his boat. That's
Which
fucking.
time? I feel like that was multiple times.
I think he only did it once. Well, I don't know. Both times, whatever time, I'll watch it over and over and over again.
John?
Yeah, rewatchable.
Yeah.
John, what'd you have?
So I had a couple, but in chronological order. This is near the end of the movie. When Kevin Costner's sneaking on to D's, and he's basically, I think he's killed a dude, and then he has his jet ski and he's loading it back up onto D's, and the guy helping him like line it up and spot him is like, bring it in slow. And Kevin Costner just revs it. I said, bring it in slow. And he just
revs
into
it.
the guy and kills him.
Yes.
It's not that
Hey,
ridiculous.
another good
Oh,
jet
wait.
ski stunt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more cowbell. More,
Also,
more jet
what
ski.
about the time? Like they were just hovered under the water, like
Yeah.
attached to whatever, but like they were just down there, jet ski under the water, waiting. Like, come on.
They had little air hoses. That
Gills.
I was more thinking like, how much force does it take to submerge a jet ski?
Oh yeah,
and then
that's fair.
keep it down there.
That's true. Dave, did you have one?
Yeah, the whole scene where the plane comes back and attacks them. She shoots it. It gets attached to the boat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going round and round and round, and the mariner climbs up to the top of the mast, and then it finally disconnects from the pilot shooting the rope off, and he just goes flying.
I know
off of
his
the
body.
edge of the water.
Yeah, his body is like so limp when he flies up.
Yeah.
It's like really weird. I noticed that too. I said anytime that Kevin Costner grabs the rope and flies up to the top of the mast was pretty cool.
Yes.
I thought that was neat. And then anytime that him and Enola had the back and forth, I thought was funny. Like we mentioned about one of the funny lines. I thought some of their back and forth was cute but funny and kept a little more grounded, I guess.
I will say one that's like opposite of rewatchable scene. Like, what is he doing? Like, biking? Like, that's not doing anything.
I think he's
When he's-
sorry.
He's
But
supposed to
wouldn't
be-
steering be like one side to the other?
Look, man, he's got
guess
it
it's
all
like a-
rigged up.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah, it's such a complicated contraption.
I think
only a
I
mutant
think
can
it's
work it.
controlling his sail along with like steering the boat.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's like a crank that's turning a pulley to twist.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm making shit up in my
you
head
watch
right
the
now
Yeah.
to make it work.
I did
John
watch the
Hughes
movie.
wouldn't understand.
I loved the movie.
Let's go with the most likely to be off-screen drug.
Oh,
Yes, John.
I just wanted to before one more.
Not getting cut off was amazing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm
John, it's all you, John.
Trigger happy. All right. Rewatchable scene. I'm disappointed no one picked the bungee jump rescue in 3.
Oh,
jet skis
yeah.
colliding.
That was pretty sick.
That's so fucking stupid.
That was pretty sick.
That's dumb.
It was
I was
awesome.
totally on board with the
Like-
movie.
He bounces up and like does a flip like out of the explosion like in front of a green screen.
No,
It was a cool sequence, but it was kind of stupid.
Bullshit. He should
Oh my
have
God.
dove down into the water and taken
I
her
thought that-
down
Right, because he can.
because he can
It
live
was-
under there.
Right.
True.
I
Sorry.
was on board with the movie until that scene.
Yeah, that was the one. Right, that broke the camel's back.
Sorry. Drunk.
Can you play the slide again?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
It's Kevin. It's always Kevin.
I was going to try to jump in before you, Dave. And be
No, even when you think it's not you, Kevin, it's you.
I said the old dude who says, "Oh, thank God."
Oh, I didn't even think of. Yeah.
He lives in a pit. Indeed.
How does he get it?
A D's pit.
They give him, I love the whole Jack Daniels thing though with Dennis Hopper. I think that part's hilarious.
Obvious product placement.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody else have a guy?
I like
Or
your
girl.
answer, Matt. So I'm gonna say the old dude.
Nice.
I put the other old dude, the
didn't like
old
my
Gregor.
I like your answer.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, I mean,
that dude's
we always
super
like your
wild.
answer. We know it, Dave.
Yeah, the other old
Good
guy's pretty ridiculous too.
Yeah, I mean, he's like kind of like a tinker inventor type deal, and when you have
Yeah.
limited supplies of what you have to survive,
Yeah.
you gotta be drunk to use them on shit that you don't know is going to work.
It seems like a bad idea when you say it like that.
Yeah. So you gotta be drunk and just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Doing
Let's
it
see if this
live.
flies.
I had the right hand man of Dennis Hopper.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember his name or anything, but
Hercules
he ends
or
up
something.
stealing the ski boots off Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
But he's just drinking up all the booze on screen, what little they probably have, and he's probably hitting
It's
it off.
guzzling.
Yeah.
No, it's not
guzzling.
guzzling.
In a
Guzzling.
trilogy, we
He's
could
guzzling,
definitely-
guzzling.
In a trilogy, we could have more backstory on him. Like he could actually be a real character and not just some crony.
Yeah. The one
Fan
we see
fiction.
most.
You're really pushing
Yeah, Matt,
this.
tell us more about the fan fiction you've already read.
Yeah.
Wait till next week.
That's trying to make us live in Waterworld.
I'm down. I'm down.
We're already there with that background.
Am I the prophet because I can't swim or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
you're
that's
way
fair.
too early right now, and
Who's
by way
teaching
too
me to
early,
swim?
way too early. I mean, Matt,
Let's
what are
cast
you
our
gonna say?
friends. Yeah, let's cast our friends. Who wants to go first?
Kevin Zanola because he can't swim.
Well, there it is.
Uh,
Eric, who else do you got?
Yeah, I'll go. Let's see. I said Kevin Zanola because he can't swim. I said Matt is Gregor because he'd be the one building like a flying something and like just trying to decode the tattoo and going crazy. I said John is the big guy or the guy with the big gun on the boat at the beginning there, who's just like he just keeps
laying
fucking
on
going, just keeps going. And they're like, stop him, stop him.
I have one job. It's
And you do it.
Chuck,
John, stop.
Charles.
And then I said Dave is Helen because someone has to look after Kevin. So we're gonna stick Dave with it.
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
And then I said I want to be the mariner because I want gills and webbed toes so I can live under the water.
Be sick. Nice. Kevin, you want to go next?
I honestly couldn't cast anything in this. I was not.
Kevin says I am Enola because I can't
Enola.
swim.
That's the only one I can do.
Well, you could also be like any of the smokers.
Just wait.
Yeah, I'm the smoker that's drinking Jack Daniels like up on the deck somewhere.
Just wait. Dave, what do you got?
I didn't cast anybody.
Okay, well Dave says Kevin is Enola or one of the smokers.
John?
Jane?
I've got Matt as the Muto, the mariner, for his mutated eyes.
His eyes, yeah.
Well,
That's true.
You know, strange alien abilities.
robotic abilities.
I've got is Gregor Mr. Noodle, the guy who's in the blimp.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mr. Noodle.
Daniel, because I'm hoping that he'll drop in again out of nowhere back on the pod.
Everyone just fucking forgot about him. Here he comes, save the day.
There he is, honking his horn in his Joey Porter jersey, like the cavalry.
Probably moaning about something.
So I've got Eric and Dave cast in the same role. They can be understudies. They are Enola because tattoos.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And,
I have less tattoos, so Dave probably takes that one.
I guess you can understudy for Dave though. But
Yeah, I'm fine with
more
that.
tattoos, then
Yeah,
That's
the
hilarious.
rankings could change.
yeah.
Hilarious.
Kelv, I had as the guy who's part of Dennis Hopper's crew, who's he's got a cigarette in his mouth and a little oxygen hose.
I remember it. And I didn't even put that together. It's really good. Did you have anybody else? That's pretty
No,
good.
that's it.
Oh man.
John was really happy about that one, and I get it.
Oh, that's great.
That's good.
Oh man. All right.
Well done,
All right.
Matt.
So I've got I've got Dave as Helen. 'cause
Say
hot.
Hunter.
I have Eric as Enola because tattoos.
I can swim though. I'm a good swimmer.
That's fair. I have Cody as the mariner. He would definitely be the one to use the cables to fly up the boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
yeah.
I mean, that's true.
And I have. Okay, so there's quite a few options for John, but I landed on the dude who had the paper because of how goofy his ass was. And the only
That's the guy
issue
at the
with-
beginning, right?
No, in the
No.
middle.
Drifter.
He basically
yeah,
Oh
the
yeah.
drill.
Okay. Yeah.
I did not
the
like
only
that character.
problem-
That's just
No.
fucking like.
So I picked him for John. But the only problem I had is he would, instead of being obsessed with the paper, he would have it rolled up.
It was rolled up in a tube.
Right, well, okay.
I've
So
used a sheet or two for other purposes.
But the rest of these are real good. You'll love them.
Tommy is the deacon because he figured out a way to run the oil refinery offshore during an apocalypse.
To run what?
An oil refinery
A what?
offshore. An oil refinery.
A what? Someone say D's. Damn it.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, John. I don't want to do this again.
And
What?
I have Kevin as the smokers. All of them.
All of them combined.
He is the smoker.
Very
That's
good.
my list.
Very good. I like it.
The oxygen one's hilarious. All right. 2 categories left. Is this a podium role for any of the top billed cast members? So
I'm hanging off the edge of my seat for this one.
oh my god, right? So we already talked about Tina Majorino, who's Enola, so we'll skip her, but she's really not on this list, but I did want to talk about her, but thanks Dave for mentioning her. She's the girl in Napoleon Dynamite. So yeah, this I guess makes her list.
Yep.
This is a ridiculous take on Kevin Costner's Poodia.
Number 1.
It's Waterworld 2. Oh, I read that as Waterworld 2. No. I was like, wait, what?
It's Waterworlds.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp 3 was the same for me. I'm like, wow, okay, he really described
Derp.
saw his full vision of the third one like he would with Waterworld 3.
I don't even mention the bodyguard. Now, obviously, Kevin Costner is the best part about this movie because he probably wrote himself as being the best part, paid for him being the best part, directed and starred in. So yeah, I think
He paid his own salary.
yeah. So I mean, he is the best part about this movie, but I mean, he's also won 2 Oscars. He won Best Director and Actor in Dances with Wolves. So, like,
Yeah,
that's
I think that's
number
his
one.
That's definitely number one for me.
Right? I mean, when you direct and star in the same movie and it wins both of those for Best Picture, how could you not pick that as his number one? And then after that, I mean, take your pick. I had Field of Dreams on mine because, I mean, there's a bunch of good sports movies he's in, a ton.
Yeah, what, Tin Cup was another one?
10
Draft
Cup's
Day.
Great. Yeah, Draft Day. I'm not sure that one's good.
I didn't have that one on my list, surprisingly.
McFarlane USA was kind of underrated and a little later down the road. What else?
Have
Bull
a-
Durham.
JFK is one I put on there.
JFK.
And another one, I put No Way Out on there also. I like that one.
Which one's? I don't know if
It's
I've
got
seen that.
Gene Hackman in it, and it's about covering up a politician accidentally killing a mistress. It's kind of like it's a late 80s movie.
Okay.
It's actually rated fairly. It's rated above a Thor on IMDb.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
All right.
It's
Now
a decent
got our
movie.
attention.
I do like that movie.
You got
ladies'
the.
movie.
Ladies movie.
You
I was
got
thinking the same
Postman.
thing, Dave.
So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. This one's definitely not. But
Yeah.
I'd say maybe I'd probably put JFK and Field of Dreams on there. Any other movies we haven't mentioned of his that you like?
He was in a movie called The Postman, which I'm not
Yeah.
saying is better than this, but might be better. I mean, it's the same idea.
It's an underrated Kevin Costner
But
movie.
yeah, it's like he tried to take another whack at it, I feel like.
Postman.
Which I think has potential.
Yeah. And then the other guy in this that has a pretty big role, and we know him, is Dennis Hopper. We talked
Who?
about him a little bit. Yeah, Dennis Hopper on D's.
We call him D's Hop.
D's Hop.
Hop on D's.
He's also been nominated for 2 Oscars, Easy Rider and Hoosiers.
Yeah.
As one of the
John
drunk
loves
guys.
Hoosiers, right?
Yeah, he does. I do too.
My progenitor loves Hoosiers.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Sid.
Raja.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I actually might put this on there though. I would say Easy Rider for sure,
You're not putting
and
Speed on there?
maybe I actually like this better than Speed.
Is he in that? Is he in Blue Velvet or something
He is in
where
Blue-
he does
yeah.
weird stuff and huffs gas?
Yes, he is in Blue Velvet.
That's my vote.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that one's my vote.
Yeah. The part where he
Casey
gaps
Jones
out,
explains
man.
the postman is also post-apocalyptic. Instead of a fishman, Kevin Costner plays a postal worker. I need to go watch
Really
that
takes
again.
The excitement up a notch.
Right. And yeah, Dennis Hopper is in Blue Velvet, but I didn't see that till I was much older, so that one doesn't resonate like.
I still
Hoosiers
haven't
does.
seen it, to be honest.
It's pretty sweet.
It's okay, Ronnie.
R.I.P. David Lynch, who just passed away. Last week, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, ready for the granddaddy of them all?
About a week
I
ago.
think so.
I don't know if I am.
So this week, since we are finishing up our disastuary, we're going to ask the granddaddy of them all, does this movie podium on one of the best disaster movies of all time?
Bye,
Bye,
John.
John.
Wait till the camera comes back. Dave, what would you say?
Sorry, John's not here.
This movie does make my podium.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, really? Bam.
Number 3 is Waterworld.
Nice.
Nice.
Number 2 is The Day After Tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
And then number 1 is Twister.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So we did all 3 of yours.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Eric.
Oh, me. I want to say no. It's not part of my. It's not part of my top 3. I want to say yes, but I don't think it is. So number 3, we didn't do it. I'm gonna have to go with Independence Day.
Nice.
That's
That's right. That's not your number 1.
I mean, I tried to go with like the theme of the month, disaster movies, but like
Yep,
Independence
that's what I
Day
meant
is
to.
so good that it has to be on there.
Yep.
It works. It works.
Yeah, number 2 is Twister because it's amazing. And then number 1 we didn't get to do. It's Volcano. It's Tommy Lee Jones in Volcano. It's the better Volcano movie. It's better than Dante's Peak.
It's awesome.
That's hilarious.
John?
This is a no for me.
All
I've got it. Number 3, I have Poseidon Adventure with Gene Hackman.
Hackman.
Yep. Hackman, basically leading people to escape a capsized ocean liner.
Yeah.
I guess, oh my goodness, I realize all these have to do with the ocean.
Oh, Waterworld's
okay.
not one.
And
of them?
Waterworld,
Yeah.
that's why you didn't even make it.
Black Sea with Jude Law. It's about recovering some sunken treasure in the Black Sea on like a sunken Nazi U-boat.
Huh. Is that like Spice World?
Yeah.
It's like Spice World in the water.
But yeah, if you can imagine a group of singing women going to recover sunken treasure.
But what's the disaster in that movie?
They basically, something happens underwater while they're trying to get this shit, and
Okay.
basically boat disaster like Poseidon Adventure,
I
and
gotcha.
like my number 1, which is Titanic.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I realized, I don't know if we were going for like global disasters, but
it's
these
your
are
list,
all
man.
Yeah, it's your list.
wrecks. I realize now.
You were in a real Mariner mood.
I was somewhere in Waterworld, I guess.
All right, Kevin.
I went a little different on my 3rd, and I would put it higher, but I feel like I'm stretching a little bit. But it's a horror movie, and it's The Crazies. And it's there's a virus that gets spread through the water supply, and then people in the town go crazy and start killing each other, and the sheriff has to figure out what the hell's going on.
It's pretty crazy.
It is in a horror genre, but it's a great movie if you haven't watched it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Kevin, when's the last time you've stretched?
It was this morning at some point.
That's an
Why?
odd question.
Because he said that it was a stretch. And then I was just thinking of when the last time Kevin stretched was.
But it's like, wait, what? Where are you going with this?
You guys are slow.
We are
up.
slow.
It was really like, whoa,
Do
what are
they,
you with that?
do they ever address Kevin Costner as the Mariner?
In the atoll, I think they do.
Okay.
In the
Yeah, I think that
beginning.
sounds right. Yeah. they
That's
call
what he's
that.
listed on
They have to
Google
say
as.
Something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
but
like
the whole movie, they don't really have any reason to
Say
talk to
anything.
each other specifically because there's like 3 of them.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
that's true. They're just looking. All right, Kevin. What else you got?
My number 2 is Eric's like least favorite. I put Dante's Peak.
I mean,
I think it's up there mainly because I watched it so much as a kid and the nostalgia for it. I just love that movie just from that
Yeah.
aspect, I think.
Makes sense.
edging.
Kind of like Red Heat.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, similar to Red Heat. I watched that a lot. It's got a special
It's a
spot.
weird movie to watch as a kid.
Yeah, I watched a lot of stupid movies as a kid. But number 1 we also did, but we did it quite a while ago, and I put Armageddon
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, it is ridiculous and stupid all in one, but I mean, it's actually put together fairly well, and it's really enjoyable. And I could watch it again, and it's got an all-star cast with everyone that just fun in that movie.
And the
And
soundtrack.
it's just a fun, good movie.
Yeah, soundtrack
Yeah,
the
let's
sound-
be
I
honest.
filled up with bangers.
I don't want to close.
Also, they ramped a fucking I can't remember what it's called, but like this all-terrain vehicle. Yeah, ATV
Yeah.
off of a comet mountain.
Yeah, over a canyon.
Yeah, over a canyon.
They were
That's-
really getting her up there on that asphalt.
Putting the pedal to the metal, I know.
So I'll answer the last, or I'll answer and say it did make my podium.
Really? Really? I would have never guessed.
No way. Is this number 2? Number 3?
No, it's not. It's 3. I just wanted to say that I had a blast doing this, and so it had very similar vibes to January last year, and so I did have a blast.
Yes.
And this was a lot of fun.
Starting out with a bang.
Right. And so I tried to stay away from any other post-apocalyptic and try to be mostly disaster, kind of like you guys. Like I wasn't trying to go too far off the beaten path. So I said number 3 was Waterworld. I mean, it's just fun, and I like the concept, and I think Kevin Costner is a compelling character that we don't get in a lot of disaster kind of movies. That it's just kind of different. My number 2 is Kevin's 1, Armageddon.
Hey, hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't
There we go.
like that.
Again, it's just another fun movie, and so I picked that at number 2. And my number 1 is actually the same as John's number 1, the Titanic.
Ooh.
And I feel like it's kind of lame, and I always think of Eastbound and Down when Kenny Powers is like, "You named her after fucking Titanic." What's his name? Fucking Shrek. But I do think it's the best disaster movie. It has drama, romance, suspense, survival. It has it all.
Yep.
And the last 45 minutes is probably the most intense of any of these disaster movies.
And it's 45 minutes long, and it's like, holy shit. You don't
It's
think it's
intense.
40. I mean, that's a, 3.5
Yeah.
hour long movie?
Yeah, it's over 3 hours for sure.
It had to be on, 2 or 3 VHS tapes?
I remember 2 VHS.
Two,
Two,
yeah.
okay.
The
The
third was
split, that's
the
right.
special features.
Ooh, James Cameron floating around in a boat.
Like
Sweet.
shouting through his megaphone, "Drown! Try and act like you're drowning."
Better.
He had a better submarine, let's just say that.
Oh, yeah.
Heyo.
It actually makes me want to go. Yeah, exactly. It kind of makes me want to go watch Titanic again.
Oh, I don't know if I could do that, but
I know it
I'll do
is
it
a
right
commitment.
now.
when we get off of here, John will. All right. Well, that concludes our disastery month. It's been intense.
It has
So
been
intense.
intense.
That maybe next month we do a cult classic child month with maybe Willy Wonka, Labyrinth, maybe.
Okay.
What other movies could we do? Child cult classics. Anybody
Sandlot.
in the chat want to throw it out there? Oh, The Sandlot's good.
think about
Sandlot?
that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, my kids have been asking to do that for the last year, and I'm just like, oh yeah, huh?
With a Sandlot?
So, yeah,
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
yeah. They're
Never-ending
They're obsessed.
Story.
Oh,
That's
that would be fun.
Sort of.
Dave loves
kinda
that
like
movie.
Labyrinth.
The fantasy movies.
Dave.
Dave loves that
Like
movie.
Labyrinth either.
What? You don't want Labyrinth?
No,
Are you scared of Labyrinth?
I'm not scared of the labyrinth.
or what about an anime? What's
Oh. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
sorry. I'm
we
gonna have
wonder-
to step off of the
Spirited
anime
Away.
thing. If
Yeah,
what
Spirit
about
Away would be good.
Spirit Away would be cool.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
like a cult classic, but we could just do like cool.
Toaster.
Brave little
oh, Eric, we could do Small Soldiers.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes.
I'm 100% down with Small
I
Soldiers.
have one. That'd be cool. I have one for Dave. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Shrink up cats.
Yeah. I know David liked that one.
That's the one where they
Shrink the
they
kids.
eat they shrink the kids, and then they I just remember them eating like one of those oatmeal things, right?
Yeah, the oatmeal cream
Yeah,
pies.
oatmeal
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do
That one?
Was it the Honey I Blew Up the Kids? Was that the sequel?
Yeah.
Where they're like just
Or
giant-
I
Yeah,
thought
the
they
giant baby, right?
didn't they
And
shrink
then the Honey,
themselves?
That was the third one.
that was the third
Okay.
one. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that was a trilogy until right this second.
We need to.
Yeah. Isn't that
What do you
bizarre?
call? It's not a trilogy, but what is it when it's 4 movies?
Quadrilogy.
Quadrilogy.
Yeah.
We need a February quadrilogy.
Oh.
Just-
Honey, I Shrunk.
I Shrunk the Kids.
Tremors.
Oh my-
1, 2, 3. And
Yes.
Oh God! Oh my God!
there 4
We could do
Tremors.
all the Rocky movies.
Yes.
There's
Oh
more
yeah.
than 4 now though.
Well,
Yeah, but the 5th one's not any good.
No.
Gorgonites unite.
how
That's what
often
Casey
is
Jones
the
said.
4th one any good? That's the real-
Rocky. Rocky 4 is the
Yeah,
best.
Rocky 4 is the best. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
John.
often
Duh.
is that the case? Star
Waterworld
Wars?
4.
Hey, I can't do a 4th. Three's the limit.
Matt's got respect for the craft.
Leave well enough
But-
alone.
But yeah, I just want to do Willy Wonka for Valentine's Day. But I'd be down
Yeah.
for a cult class, like a kids month. Not kid like cartoon, but like again, Small Soldiers would be fun.
Like
Yeah.
a PG or something.
Ooh, you
Ooh,
know how
yeah.
I feel about those PG movies.
Them PG movies are really pushing the limit for me. What I find acceptable.
Would Big count? The Tom Hanks movie?
Maybe. I mean, that's like borderline. I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
adult themes. I think Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would be
Yeah.
right up
that
our
would be-
alley.
Honey,
Yeah.
I Shrunk the Kids is definitely in there.
Yeah, so if anybody has any, maybe we'll come up with a few to put on a poll for one of the or two
Yeah.
of the weeks. We'll do Willy Wonka and just see where it goes. But thanks everybody for hopping on. We had a pretty good view rate here, and thanks
Yeah, thank
for
you.
participating. And hope everybody enjoyed all the crazy disaster movies like we did. It was a lot of fun.
And I was going all over the place tonight, I feel like.
So I know Eric is chomping at the bit. So
Yep. I've got it
goodbye,
ready.
Everybody. Goodbye,
Bye, everyone.
everybody.
Thank you so much.